Good evening, folks, and welcome back to Chiefs Kingdom Central, the place where red and gold don't just represent colors, they represent a way of life. I'm coming to you tonight from the heart of the Midwest, where football isn't just watched, it's felt. And let me ask you something right out of the gate, Chiefs Kingdom. When you close your eyes and think of the modern Kansas City Chiefs dynasty, what do you see first? Is it the no-look passes? The deafening roar of Arrowhead? Or is it number 87, standing tall in the middle of the field, soaking it all in like he knows this moment might mean more than just another game? Picture the scene. Christmas night. Gayha Field at Arrowhead Stadium is glowing under the lights, the cold air biting, breath visible, and more than 70,000 fans packed in shoulder to shoulder, louder than ever. This is the same building that's shaken opponents to their core for decades. The same fortress that once registered 142.2 decibels and earned its reputation as the loudest stadium in the NFL. And then it happens. Travis Kelce is introduced last. He pauses. He spreads his arms. He listens. And for a split second, football stops. The question echoes through the stands and across the league. Are we watching the final chapter of a legend in Kansas City? Now, let's talk about the game itself. The Chiefs hosting the Denver Broncos in a primetime Christmas clash that had all the makings of a classic AFC West battle. It was physical. It was tense. It was old-school football. And yes, the scoreboard didn't fall Kansas City's way, a 20-13 loss in a gritty defensive fight. But this night wasn't defined by the final score. It was defined by emotion, by legacy, and by what comes next. Patrick Mahomes, the engine of this dynasty, finished with 245 yards through the air and a touchdown. Not his most explosive night, but still steady, still dangerous, still commanding the offense like only he can. Travis Kelce pulled in 5 catches for 36 yards, numbers that might look modest on paper, but every single grab felt heavy with meaning. This season, Kelce leads the team with 73 receptions, 839 yards, and 5 touchdowns, tied with emerging playmakers like Rashee Rice and Hollywood Brown. At 36 years old, he's still the heartbeat of this offense, still the safety blanket, still the matchup nightmare defensive coordinators lose sleep over. And let's not forget where we are. Arrowhead Stadium isn't just concrete and steel. It's history. It's tradition. It's the tomahawk chop echoing through the night. It's tailgates that start before sunrise. It's families passing down fandom from one generation to the next. Built in 1972, one of the oldest stadiums in the league, and yet it feels timeless. Even in defeat, the energy on Christmas night reminded everyone why Kansas City is one of the true capitals of football. After the game, Kelce addressed the moment that had everyone talking. He said, "You only get a few of those where you just get to stand there and appreciate 60 to 70,000 Chiefs fans screaming for you. I always embrace that moment. That's not the sound of a man chasing stats. That's the sound of someone who understands legacy." Now zoom out, because to understand this moment, you have to understand Travis Kelce's journey. Drafted in the 3rd round in 2013 out of Cincinnati, he didn't arrive as a superstar. He arrived as potential. And over the years, he turned that potential into dominance. 4-time All-Pro. 10 straight seasons on the brink of 1,000 yards. 12 straight seasons with at least 800 receiving yards. A club so exclusive it includes only one other name, Jerry Rice. That's not just consistency. That's greatness. And then there's the connection. Mahomes to Kelce. It's football poetry. The quarterback extending plays, the tight end reading coverage on the fly, finding soft spots in zones, turning short throws into explosive gains with yards after the catch. In Andy Reid's West Coast offense, Kelce isn't just a target. He's a chess piece. Too fast for linebackers. Too strong for defensive backs. Against Denver, the Broncos doubled him repeatedly, forcing Mahomes to look elsewhere. That's respect. That's fear. That's the mark of a player who still dictates how defenses line up. Statistically, the Chiefs' offense hasn't looked quite like the video game version we saw during their Super Bowl runs. In championship seasons, Kansas City averaged around 30 points per game. This year, that number sits closer to 24.
Why?
A retooled offensive line. Young receivers still finding consistency. Defenses selling out to stop Kelce and Mahomes. But here's the flip side. The defense has stepped up in a big way. Chris Jones continues to be a wrecking ball up front, collapsing pockets, forcing bad throws, and reminding everyone why he's one of the most dominant interior defenders in football. Against Denver, that front seven brought relentless pressure, even if coverage breakdowns proved costly. History matters here. The Chiefs are not new to moments like this. This franchise won its first Super Bowl in the 1969 season, led by the legendary Len Dawson, defeating the Vikings in Super Bowl IV. Fast forward to the modern era, and under Andy Reid, Kansas City has built a dynasty. Super Bowl victories in 2020, 2023, and 2024. 5 Super Bowl appearances in 6 years. This isn't a run. It's an era. And every era has its icons. Len Dawson. Derek Thomas, whose relentless pass rush defined a generation. Tony Gonzalez, who redefined the tight end position before Kelce took that torch and ran even farther. Arrowhead has seen them all. It's seen heartbreak. It's seen comebacks. Remember the 2019 playoff game against Houston? Down 24-0 and then, suddenly, avalanche. Touchdown after touchdown, a 51-31 win that felt like destiny announcing itself. Rivalries fuel this fire. The Raiders, dating back to the AFL days, always the villains in silver and black. The Broncos, divisional battles that swing seasons. The Chargers, armed with talent and always dangerous. These games aren't just about standings. They're about pride. And Chiefs Kingdom knows it. Now let's talk about the human side. Kelce joked recently that retirement crossed his mind when he saw the Powerball jackpot, laughing that if he won, he wouldn't have to work another day in his life. It's classic Kelce humor, but beneath the joke is a real question. He's played in 5 Super Bowls. He's won 3 rings. He's built a media empire with his brother Jason. He's become a pop culture icon, from commercials to red carpets, even bringing new eyes to the NFL through his high-profile relationship and media presence. Football has given him everything. And now, football is asking what he wants next. Imagine the locker room conversations. Mahomes saying, "That's my guy. Those Super Bowls don't happen without him." Andy Reid, calm and steady, reminding everyone that Kelce is family, no matter what decision comes next. And the fans, painting their faces red, braving the cold, saying, "Arrowhead won't be the same without 87. So what does it all mean going forward? The Chiefs are still in the playoff hunt. They're still dangerous. As long as Mahomes is under center, no lead is safe, no matchup is impossible. If Kelce returns, this offense remains one of the smartest, most adaptable units in football. If he doesn't, Kansas City enters a new chapter, one built on the foundation he helped create. Either way, Chiefs Kingdom, this is what dynasties are made of. Moments. Decisions. Legends knowing when to fight on and when to pass the torch. So buckle up. The season isn't over. The story isn't finished. And whether this was a farewell or just another unforgettable night at Arrowhead, one thing is certain. In Kansas City, football is forever. We bleed red. We believe. And we're not done yet.